working the tree. And think of it.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to NYMTC's Program, Finance, and Administration Committee, or PFAC meeting. I'm Ian Francis, representative of New York State Department of Transportation, and today chair of NYMTC, chair of PFAC. Before we begin, I want to point out the emergency exit should there be an emergency evacuation. There are 3 exits from this room, one directly behind you, one to my short left, and one to my far left. Please listen to the announcements and instructions, and if anyone needs personal assistance to evacuate, please notify the staff of NYMTC. NYMTC staff, please raise your hands.
People here.
Thank you. I want to point out that this meeting is available by webinar. The microphones are currently muted and will be unmuted during the public participation segment for those who have pre-registered to speak. Now I would like to begin this meeting with the introduction of members around the table. I'm asking each member to announce who they are, their agency, and whom they are representing today. Beginning with the far end of the table, to my left. Please speak clearly into the microphone.
Donna Money, FHWA New York Division, representing Division Administrator Rick Markey.
Hannah Greenberg, EPA Region 2, representing Regional Administrator Peter Lopez.
Bob Brickman, representing Nassau County Executive Laura Carr.
Chris Chatterton, Suffolk County, representing County Executive Steve Malone.
Jack Schmidt, New York City Planning, representing City Planning Director and City Planning Commission Chair Marisa Lago.
Anne McGrain, New York City Department of Transportation, representing Commissioner Polly Trottenberg.
Jose Rivera, Executive Director for NYMTC.
Julia Seltzer, MTA, representing Pathway.
Naomi Klein, Westchester County, representing County Executive George Latimer.
Sandra Fusco, Putnam County, representing County Executive Mary Ellen O'Dell.
Pat Gurdon, representing County Exec Ed Day.
Steve Brown, Port Authority of New York, New Jersey, representing Executive Director Richard Kopp.
Ted Ritter, North Jersey Transportation Planning Authority, representing Executive Director Mary Amin.
Thank you. By my count, and under operating procedures, we have a quorum for today's meeting. Now I will ask NYMTC's Executive Director, Jose Rivera, to give an update.
Thank you, Ian. Good afternoon and welcome. Since our last meeting, we've had some changes in our membership. One notable change, one notable addition is Governor Cuomo recently nominated Marie-Therese Dominguez to become the Commissioner of the New York State Department of Transportation. This appointment also makes Commissioner Dominguez NYMTC's permanent co-chair. We welcome Commissioner Dominguez and look forward to working with her. Also, as many of you may know, last October, NYMTC had its federal certification review of its planning process. The certification review is mandated for metropolitan planning organizations with urbanized areas with populations exceeding 200,000 to ensure that the planning process is compliant with federal requirements. I am pleased to announce that effective April 5, 2019, NYMTC's planning process has been fully certified by the Federal Highway Administration and the Federal Transit Administration without any corrective actions. I am also pleased to announce that NYMTC has also received 9 commendations in the areas of consultation and coordination, integrating freight into the transportation planning process, the Transportation Improvement Program, performance-based planning and programming, and safety planning. Needless to say, we are all happy with the report, and I'd like to take this opportunity to thank NYMTC staff and the members for the tireless efforts and accomplishment in maintaining this multifaceted metropolitan planning process. On September 5th, 2019, the council will assemble to take action on the 2020-2024 Transportation Improvement Program, or TIP. NYMTC is federally mandated to produce a TIP that defines the federally funded transportation projects, proposal planning, design, and implementation over a 5-year period. The TIP public comment period will begin in the summer. Please check our website for upcoming events and meetings. I don't think there's 20 members of the public here today, but just for the record, it will be my last PFAC meeting as the Executive Director for the New York Metropolitan Transportation Council. I think it's fitting that today we are adopting a revised public involvement plan, only because that PAP, as we call it, it's a tool that we're hoping that helps to get the NYMTC brand better known, better recognized by the public and other stakeholders. I think that in this region of 12.4 million plus, more folks need to know what goes on in this regional planning process, what goes on in this MPO process. It's critical for the public and for other stakeholders to get to know what we do. It's been really an honor to serve as the Executive Director for this second largest MPO in the country. I'll miss being part of this regional planning process. I'll probably be in the front row, second row next time I come. But I really wish the organization and its members the best. And it was really great working with everyone. Thank you.
Jose, it was great working with you, and we appreciate your 34 years of state service and almost 4 years at NYMTC. But we must move on to the agenda. We have to move on to the public participation portion. We normally set aside additional time in the agenda to hear from the public, but we do not have any registered speakers this evening. So we'll move on to the first action item, which is to act on the February 14, 2019 meeting synopsis, which is available on the sign-in table. I'm requesting all members to announce your name and the agency you represent when you make a motion or second a motion. Do I have a motion to accept the February 14, 2019 meeting synopsis?
Bob Rickman.
Bob Rickman, Nassau County, moves the motion. Is there a second? Pat Burton, Rockland County, seconds the motion. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. The next action item is resolution number 486, adoption of NYMTC's 2019 public involvement. Copies of the resolution for this meeting are also available on the sign-in table, and I will ask Satu Allen to introduce the resolution.
Hey, good afternoon. So NYMTC last revised its public involvement plan in 2012. The public involvement plan, public involvement plan should be considered a revision of that effort. Naturally, the PIP includes goals and strategies to enhance NYMTC's public involvement activities ranging from greater use of social media, connecting with community leaders and community groups across the region, pop-up events across the region, and direct engagement with seniors and people with disabilities. To be fair, NYMTC already does most of what's in the PIP. So the most important aspect for us is the need to continually assess and evaluate our efforts through qualitative analysis, best practices exchanges with other NPOs like our colleagues at NJTPA, and internal discussions between our staff and member agencies on how to best approach public outreach activities. Of course, this conversation can't be limited to those of us in the planning field. We'll need to continue to ask those that we serve if our methods and strategies are effective and adjust them as needed. As the PIP concludes, it is a living document that will continually assess and be updated based on trends, evaluations, and changes in communication technology. we'll have an opportunity to try some of these techniques during Plan 2050's outreach activities, and we'll have successes and we'll make changes. The overall goal is continuous improvement and doing our best to ensure that the public is informed, educated, and provided with opportunities to participate in our planning process. So generally, thanks to everyone that contributed to the PIP, both within the organization as well as outside stakeholders that helped us develop it. And I would ask that PFAC adopt this resolution.
Thank you, Setu. Is there a motion to adopt resolution number 486, adoption of NYMTC's 2019 Public Improvement Plan? Naomi Klein, Westchester County moves the motion. Is there a second?
Second, Jack Schmidt, New York City Planning.
Jack seconds. New York City Planning seconds the motion. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. The next action item is resolution number 487, Addendum to the Joint Performance Management Agreement to support urbanized area performance-based planning and management. Jan Kahn will introduce the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and good afternoon, PFAC members and everyone else. NYMTC is part of the urbanized area that consists of Newark, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. The federal performance management requirements are that the congestion management and air quality performance measures be done at the urbanized area level once there is a national highway system miles spread across this urbanized area, and also once they're in partial or fully non-attainment for ozone, carbon monoxide, and particulate matter. We have been in discussion and been doing some coordination with the other members of this urbanized area, and we calculated and we came up with performance measures for the two CMAQ performance requirements: peak hour excessive delay and non-SOV travel. And these measures were actually adopted earlier this year. But in addition to that, the regulations require that there be an agreement amongst the members of this urbanized area, which includes the MPOs and the state DOTs. So what Resolution 487, what we're asking for is that there's an attachment to the resolution itself which outlines this agreement for things like data collection, data sharing, analysis, and coordination. On May 24th, PFAC did adopt a resolution for a performance management agreement for all of the performance measures. So what the UCA group decided that we will make this agreement an addendum to the overall performance management agreement that was adopted on May 24th. So basically, we're asking you to adopt 487 so that the attachment to this resolution could be an addendum to the May 24th Transportation Performance Measures Agreement.
Thank you, Jan. Do we have a motion to adopt resolution number 487, Addendum to the Joint Performance Management Agreement to support urbanized area performance-based and programming?
Anna Green, New York City DOT.
Anna Green moves the motion. Thank you. That's a second. Bob Rickman, Nassau County seconds the motion. Thank you. Is there any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jan. The next action item is the adoption of resolution number 488, amendments to the state fiscal year 2019 through 2020 Uniform Planning Work Program. Setu Allen will introduce the resolution.
Yeah, good afternoon. So resolution number 488, this is just amendments to the 2019-2020 Unified Planning Work Program, mostly adding funds to various projects, both in Central Staff's program as well as Putnam County's program. No new funding is requested for any of these actions. NYMTC staff requested you adopt this resolution.
Thank you. Do I have a motion to adopt resolution number 488, amendments to the state fiscal years 2019 through 2020 Unified Planning Work Program?
So moved. Jack Schmidt, City Planning.
Jack Schmidt moves the motion. Is there a second?
Second, Naomi Klein, Westchester County.
Naomi Klein seconds the motion. Thank you. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. The next action item is the adoption of resolution number 489, distribution of federal fiscal year 2019 federal transit funding. Jerry Lopez will introduce this solution.
Good afternoon. So after its appropriation by Congress, federal transit funding is allocated to urbanized areas throughout the country. NYMTC is part of a larger urbanized area, and there needs to first be an agreement between the states of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut on a sub-allocation before the designated recipients can agree to a distribution of transit funds within the NYMTC planning area. At this point, we have that agreement. It's codified in attachment 1 to the resolution, which shows the amounts in the distribution for federal fiscal year 2019 transit funding. We recommend that you adopt this resolution and distribution.
Thank you, Jerry. Do I have a motion to adopt resolution number 489, distribution of federal fiscal year 2019 federal transit funding?
Motion, Chris Chatterton, Suffolk County.
Chris Chatterton, Suffolk County moves the motion. Is there a second?
Second, Sandra Fusco, Putnam County.
Sandra Fusco seconds the motion from Putnam County. Is there any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. The next PFAC meeting is scheduled to be held on Tuesday, August 27, 2019, here in the NYMTC office at 25 Beaver, Lower Manhattan. As we adjourn, I'd like to thank Jose for his many years of service and wish him the best of luck in the future.
No, just thank you. I definitely will be part of the public at the next PFAC meeting.
All right, thank you. We've concluded our meeting, and I ask for a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Jack Schmidt, City Planning.
Jack Schmidt, motion to adjourn. Is there a second?
Second, Chris Chatterton, Suffolk County.
Chris Chatterton, Suffolk County, second. Any discussion? All in favor? Say aye. Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you.
Are you moving back?
Yeah, I'm trying to go back.
That's how long did it take? About an hour and a half?
About, yeah, whatever.